Okay, I'm just going to share screen. Okay, so welcome everyone. Again, my name's Jennifer. I'm one of the leaders in Queensland, and I'm standing in for Rebecca White, a double diamond. And Rebecca, along with several other leaders from Australia, New Zealand, and other parts of the world, are cruising the Greek islands. So that's very special. So I'd like to go through the presentation and just share with you what most of us see that has impacted our lives, and we're looking forward to a very exciting year ahead because we're launching in Australia. Oops, hang on, let me find. Okay, so welcome to this opportunity. So first of all, our vision. Our vision, we see that this is a beacon of hope in uncertain physical and financial times. And this is with us every day. People are struggling financially and physically. So I do need to just read out this disclaimer. I am not a qualified physician. This presentation is not intended to provide medical advice. It is for information and educational purposes only. It does not take the place of medical advice or treatment from a physician. You should not use the information contained herein for diagnosing a health problem or disease. If you think you may have a medical condition, please consult with your doctor or qualified healthcare physician. So I love this statement. What if you found a way to solve two of the biggest challenges of today? So the first part of the presentation we'll discuss the first challenge, and that is inflammation. And today it's an epidemic. The opportunity that we have tonight to share about these beautiful golden drops is priceless. And I'm coming up to 12 months, and I can look back to where I was last year, and my life is completely different. So I've learned a lot about inflammation myself, and most people feel they have a good understanding, but boy, oh boy, I love to educate myself. And this is something that has, I've learned so much in the last 12 months. And so inflammation, well, pretty much it's a roadblock for many, many people today, and it affects them living a quality of life, and it affects their total well-being. And inflammation is in the center of this big circle here, and you'll see all these diseases around the outside. And for most people, they associate inflammation with something that gives you discomfort and pain and just really agonizing lifestyle, where we don't always think that it's the root cause of all these other diseases. So with the photograph on the right, I was feeling the inflammation in my lower back and the discomfort, my shoulder, my knees, my ankles, not so much in my hand, but I associated more with my inflammation to be discomfort and puffiness. But inflammation, now that I've learned, it is the beginning of a lot of serious diseases. And so it is the root cause of many of our health conditions. So at any one time, we are in a state of inflammation and degeneration. So if we left these conditions just left to deteriorate, we would be degenerating. But we want to find a way to be able to be healing and regeneration. And so look at all the names on the screen there of all the different health conditions, and people are struggling all the day, all the time. They're reaching for different things. They're trying to find a solution to just make their day a lot more bearable. And so tonight we're talking about the active ingredient of turmeric, which is called curcumin. And again, this was a real education for me. I'd heard of turmeric. I knew of its anti-inflammatory properties, but I wasn't personally taking it to ease any inflammation. I just hadn't gone down that path. It just wasn't on my radar. But now, after 12 months, and I've learnt so much about it that just to give you a bit of background, so the curcumin, the turmeric root extract, the curcumin, it's been around for 4,500 years. We go right back. So the curcumin that we use is organic and it's farmed from India. But back in those days, it was very much known in cooking and therapeutic applications. The first medical system in the world, the Ayurvedic medicine, lots and lots of scientific research. There's over 23,000 studies on the powerful effect of curcumin, and it's one of the most studied plants in the world. I love this slide because, again, I'm all about educating people and making people aware. So a lot of people like to do their own research, which is really important. So it's important to direct them to this site. And this is an American site. It's pubmed.gov, and it's the National Library of Medicine. And there's a search bar where you can pop in that search bar. You could put heart disease curcumin, you could put arthritis curcumin, you could put anything you're looking for to find out what they have studied. The effects of curcumin could help with that particular ailment or disease. Now I'm just going to read out the purple highlighted part. And so this was the frustration of all the research that they had been doing for years on curcumin. So it's been confirmed to exhibit very poor bioavailability, and many studies showing very low or even undetectable concentrations in the blood and the intestinal tissue, so your blood, your tissues. Major reasons populated are due to its poor absorption, rapid, I can't even say all these words, it's a real tongue twister, metabolism, chemical instability, and rapid systemic immolation. So in a nutshell, it doesn't stay in the body very long in its natural state, and the current capsules and the powder form that we take today. And so, as I said down the bottom there, over 21,000 studies, and all they kept coming up with was poor bioavailability. Now, how do we increase the bioavailability of the curcumin to tap into the potential? And it's through this Bio-MS breakthrough technology. And this is what is so special. So the technology allows the curcumin, which is an oil base. Okay, so it becomes, it's able to become soluble in water. And so the human body is made up of 75, 80% water. And so the other types of curcumin that we've been known to take, that's why it's not been able to be absorbed, because it wasn't able to mix with the body's, the water in the body. And so the Bio-MS technology has been, is the breakthrough in being able to overcome the absorption. And we'll talk a little bit more about that now on this slide. So what that means is that to be able to get into the bloodstream, it needs this technology. And so you can see from the slide here, the native turmeric. Now, we take 10 drops a day, and so the native turmeric, it's about 8 kilos of straight the root, or it's about 32 capsules, or equal, well, I think it's 1,600 grams of the powder form equals our 10 drops. And then you can see on the big scale there, 277 times. So if you can kind of grab hold of this and understand the technology, that is what is impacting the lives of people taking this product today. And we'll explain a little bit further. And so this is what is actually happening. So in the center here of this structure is the nanified curcumin. So they've been able to nanify it down to 30 nanometers. And the comparison is to a human hair is 50,000 nanometers. So it's just so hard to even understand how tiny this is. Now, the outer shell is called a micelle. And so this is the perfect delivery system. So this carries the curcumin into our bloodstream, lets it go, and the blue part leaves our body, and the curcumin is able to get right in and work at cellular level. And so it's been able to overcome that issue with the lipid not being able to mix with water because it's protected the curcumin and it gets it straight into our bloodstream. And so you can see there that we have multi-patented with this technology. So we're the only ones in the world with this, and we're pretty proud, and it's pretty special. So there is definitely lots of scientific data to back all this up. We also have a document for those that want to go a little bit further from the University of Hohenheim. And here you'll see a scale where the bottom, the blue section there is anything that you would normally take. The native turmeric is detected up to, 4 hours max in the bloodstream, and most of it is left by then. So only about 10% is taken up and little effect is felt. But with the bioavailable of the bio-MS technology, we've got the long-lasting effect of 24 hours, and that's just not heard of with anything else before. So it's pretty special. Now, I'm just going to go through what the products are that we have our hands on here. So we have two. We have one called Nanophyte, and the other one is called Curcumin Plus. And then we also have an amazing Symbiophyte, which is a pre and probiotic. And I'll explain that. But the Plus has got the added vitamin C with the ginger and the D and the curcumin. And the Nanophyte is your straight vitamin D with the curcumin. So
latte on toilet.
just mute you, Mel. If you can just mute. Thank you. So here are the side effects, and they are very positive side effects. Normally side effects are harmful, but these are good side effects. And so definitely a potent antioxidant. And so it's very powerful. There's lots of anti-carcinogenic, and also a healthy inflammatory response. So I know that if I get a tickle in my throat and it's starting to really annoy me, I just double up on the drops. And I got through the last winter very healthy, except, just a couple of days had to double up. Obviously, it's going to be antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties to relieve those symptoms, intestinal. You've got your cognitive function and the cell regenerator. I notice with my skin, it's the healthiest it's ever been as well, and it goes on with your hair and your nails and all sorts. There's not too much of the body that doesn't benefit from these drops. So you can see there that there's a nice cup of perhaps it's a herbal tea that the drops are being placed in. So there's several ways that you can take these beautiful golden drops. Now, this is the Symbiophyte. And so there's an amazing amount of beautiful ingredients that make up this product. One of them is magnesium. And so you've got a total body detox. It improves the absorption of the nutrition. So all the food that you're eating plus the drops that you're taking, it's going to improve the absorption. And this is in one box, it's a 10-day supply. So you get 4 capsules. So after you've done the 10 days, a lot of us are staying on this 1 or 2 capsules a day just to have in conjunction with the drop. So it really just helps with getting the best out of both products. Also, it exhibits antidepressant properties and again, helps to maintain that total cognitive function health. Now, we have an amazing group, and I remember when I first joined this time last year, there was well under 10,000. We've got over 33,000 members worldwide where they share their testimonies, and it's a real education and an eye-opener. So, excuse me, you can pop the drops on tropical. So you can see there's an open wound in one of those photographs, and you've got a before and after. So it fastens up the healing process. And look at all the ankles. They're very popular, the photos on the ankles, because people suffer with huge swollen ankles, holding on to fluid a lot of the inflammation sits down in our ankles, and that was me. And today my ankles are very normal, and that's a lovely place to be. The lady on the right, shingles, years and years of, really struggling autoimmune issues where this has really helped repair from the inside out, and the skin just glows a healthy glow today. And so we really recommend that when people are showing you that they get you into the, invite you into the Disruptive Wellness Group. And we mustn't forget our furry friends, our four-legged friends, because they also need help with these golden drops. And the healing is remarkable. And we've got a testimony tonight about one of our pets. And that's lovely to hear too, because they don't have a placebo effect, and all they're doing is licking the drops in their food and they're getting the benefit. Now, how do we take these golden drops? So I personally just take the drops straight under my tongue. I leave them in my mouth and let the saliva, just let it sit in my mouth for a while. The taste is quite pleasant. It's not there for very long, but a lot of people choose to pop it in a herbal tea or in some warm water. I do suggest to give you a little tip. If you start stirring the water and drop the drops in, they're dissolved instantly. Sometimes if you drop them in, it might settle a little bit on the bottom, and you just have to have a couple of goes at getting it down. But by stirring the water and creating a little bit of a vortex, a whirlpool, the drops are dissolved, and you just drink it down, and the glass is all clean. And so the veggie caps is another option. We've got the measurements there for children. So 1 drop per year of their age up to 10, and the pets 1 drop per 4 kilos up to 10 drops. So although a horse is large in size, it doesn't mean that they have 4 times the amount of drops, because you've still got to be careful with the dosage. So I'm going to stop the share, and we're going to come back. We can those that are sharing tonight, if you'd like to come back on camera, and I'm going to ask Kathy if she would like to share. So Kathy's been a friend of mine for going back, I don't know, it must be about 15 plus years. Where
Yes,
are you,
I think
Kathy?
so.
Hey?
I'm here.
Oh, lovely. Hi. So if you'd like to share your testimony, that would be lovely.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name's Kathy, and I'm very thankful to have been introduced to these amazing drops. So just a little bit about myself. I was diagnosed at an early age with some major health issues to do with lungs, stomach, bowel, which basically had a lot of side effects that pretty much made my life hell. So basically, it limited everything I did. So as a child, I couldn't go outside of an afternoon because of the damp air. I couldn't exercise. I couldn't do sport. I didn't sleep very well due to chronic pain, had no energy. So as a child, it's been very difficult, and this has gone on my whole life. Of course, up until I think I've been on the drops for just under a year now. And oh my gosh, I am so thankful. I now have no pain. I have experienced 24 hours of pain all my life. And it's, dealing with that every day is not pleasant. It's affected my work life, my just pretty much everything I did. I now, since I've been on the drops, I now have so much more energy. I used to live on energy drinks every day just to get through a day. And, because of how bad they are, and, not only like rot your teeth and everything else, I now don't need them. The other things would be I sleep amazing now. I didn't sleep very well before because with pain, you just can't get comfortable. And it used to take me a long time to fall asleep. Now I close my eyes and within probably 10 minutes or so, I'm fast asleep, which is absolutely wonderful. Also, I've found that when you're dealing with a pain, often your thinking and everything else is sort of tampered with because you just can't think straight a lot of the time. So solving problems at work and all that, since I've been on the drops, has just become so much more so much better for me because I just seem to be able to get through problems and that so much easier. So also since taking the drops, I found that I have lots of specialists, and this particular lung specialist actually rang me after having all tests, which I have often, told me that my lungs were the health of my lungs were back to, and this was only early this year, told me that my lungs had improved to back how they were in 2018. Now,
Wow.
I was shocked. He was shocked. And he turned around and hung up. And then he rang me back and said, Kathy, do you understand what I'm telling you? And he was just gobsmacked. So, I can't thank the company enough for creating these amazing drops. And, I just feel like an for the first time in my life, a normal person, basically.
Wow. You've got a quality of life you've
I
never
have so
experienced.
much more to look forward to now that I can. Oh, absolutely. And it's just been amazing. And I think too, I mean, there's other, factors in it. I broke up with my ex a year and a half ago. And when things like that happen, when you have health issues, it really scares you because you sort of think, well, who is going to handle someone that's in pain all the time and all that sort of thing. So since I've been on the drops, I feel like I now am like more a normal person. And I probably have a better chance of being able to meet someone,
Yes.
because I don't have all those issues. So, which is wonderful. So
Thank
thank you,
you.
Jen.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. You covered so many areas there. And when you say, when you've been in that state all your life to now experience something different, it is certainly, yeah.
Oh, it's like
Thank you so much for sharing.
words.
So we go from,
It's just like,
thank
oh my
you.
God.
Thank you. And
Thank
now we're going
you.
to hear about our fairy friends. We've got a testimony. Where are you?
Yes,
There
I'm
you
here.
are.
Good
Yes,
evening.
wonderful.
This is Beate here. I apologize, but my camera has given up the ghost.
Oh,
It, yeah, nothing. When I try and turn it on, it's just black. Yes, my dog, my border collie dog, she's 2.5, very active. A couple of months ago, she came in the morning on 3 legs, very, very lame, very sore. I was worried she'd been kicked by a horse, but I don't know what happened. Anyway, I took her to the vet, and the vet diagnosed her with a torn ligament in the left hind knee. And I was horrified. And she said to me, 2 options, either surgery, which I immediately said, no, thank you, or anti-inflammatories. And I just looked and I said, oh, great, I've got the best anti-inflammatories there are, and they're not going to upset her tummy.
No.
So I put her on the golden drops. Oh, and the vet also said you got to confine her to a crate for 4 weeks. She's not allowed to move.
Wow.
And I was going, oh my God, try and confine a border collie to a crate, you know.
Yes.
I kept her quiet for about a week, but after 4 or 5 days, she was perfectly fine on all 4 legs.
Oh,
And I've never put her into the crate after that. 5
wow.
days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness. Did you
was
happen
very
to get any before and after photos?
well, no, it would have been a video, I guess.
Yes, a video,
the dog on 3 legs and then the dog on 4 legs.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh, you know, when you see it happen in front of your very eyes, you really know that this technology is way up there, way up there.
Yeah.
So, you know, people
Yeah.
spend a fortune on their animals. So when we're sharing this, we can certainly
Yeah.
share with the animal testimonies as well. That's so
Yeah.
special. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, we'll get back to the presentation. I'm mindful of your time. So let me share screen again. Okay, so we mentioned the 2 things that we would like to make a difference. And the first was inflammation, and the second part of our presentation is inflation. Because when you have a product that is impacting so many lives on a level that has never been seen before, you can't help but share it. And there's a lot of people that need help with some extra income coming into the household. So it wouldn't be right if we didn't share this. And some people come on board to use the product for themselves, and then as it just happens organically, they start sharing it with people. So this part of the presentation just gives you a snapshot of what the whole vision of helping people financially as well as physically. So we are in pre-launch in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada right now. And we are ready for everyone, but especially heart-centered health advocates and leaders and people who want to create another income with true impact. So your big opportunity might be right where you are now, and that's Napoleon Hill. So our mission. So these are our beautiful founders. This is Shane and Laura Brady. Now, I'm just going to read some. So the Vitify company is privately owned, and Shane has 20 plus years of corporate direct sales experience in the supplement industry. And so having that knowledge, he set about finding a way to improve the uptake of the absorption. So this is where we've ended up with the BioMS technology. And as you can see from the slide there, each decision in life should be based on our family, ourselves, and others. At Vitify, we leave fear behind and build a legacy for those around us. And this beautiful couple are cruising the Greek islands with our leaders at the moment, and they're getting to share and mix and, you know, plan ahead for our Australian launch. So that, again, is so exciting. So a great business solves problems, an epic business solves more than one problem at once. And that's what we're sitting on. So I'm going to quickly go through. If you would like to open up and purchase your own kit, whether it's for your own use or whether you'd like to share it with others and have an income happening for yourself and build a legacy. So when you do come on, you have a referral link, and you can then make 50% commission on the products when you on sell in our rewards plan. And so there's 3 kits in Australia to choose from, and they have names, and this is called a kit 250. It actually is in US dollars, $349. And you've got 5 of the Curcumin Plus with the ginger, and you've got 4 Nanophyte. Now we start looking at the professional kits where you want enough to be able to have a few to on sell and to again share with family and friends. So this one is called a kit 500. Again, US $6.99. So you're pretty much making your money back when you've got the retail price on top of this. So that is a really popular size kit, the kit 500. And again, this one is the best value of all because again, you're making this money back and some. And so you're getting 24 curcumin plus and 24 nanophi, and that's the kit 1250. So in New Zealand, they're slightly different. I'll just flick through a couple here. And so with our referral link from Australia, we can refer our family and friends and anyone we meet, and they can use that link to sign up in New Zealand because New Zealand is, they've got a warehouse already in operation. So they're a little bit ahead of us, and Canada and the US. And so we are in pre-launch in Canada. So you can use your referral link in the countries that are open. So we have a list of flags in our back office and on our referral link. And so when you first come in, there are many ways. There's over 12 ways to earn, but I'm just going to concentrate on the first 5, and I'll touch on the Diamond Global Share as well. And so they're pretty special because the investment that you're starting with, you're definitely getting that money back in rewards very quickly. And, oh, did I go through 2 then? No? Okay. So we have different ranks as you go through and as you start to branch out and introduce people. And when you hit these ranks 2 times out of 3, there are amazing cash bonuses. And again, all in US dollars. That's pretty special for us in Australia because it's a bit extra in our e-wallet. And they're amazing. So Rebecca, who I'm standing in for, she's a double diamond. So you can see the rewards there. And it's wonderful to have someone. And we've got about 3 diamonds in Australia or 4 diamonds, but Rebecca's the first double diamond. So it's all happening so quickly and we are still in pre-launch. This is an amazing bonus to get to. And so this is like a car bonus without having a car. So we call this a lifestyle bonus. And so when you hit these ranks each month, this is on top of everything else. So when I said there's 12 ways to earn, this is one of those 12 ways. And so again, once you get to master, it's pretty exciting to maintain that and then work towards the next one. And it's just sharing the love, sharing the lifestyle, the quality of life that we're impacting people. I love this slide because if we come in with a 500 kit, and that's why I said back before that it was the most popular, because it's easy to talk about, you've got a good number of drops, you're able to make your money back when you sell them at retail, but also in your first 30 days. And it's always great to have a kickstart, and it's a great motivator to get out there and share if this is what you'd like to do. As I said, you can still have the kit for your own personal use. But sometimes I remember in my first couple of weeks, Kathy was one of the very first people I shared this with. And so she knew how good turmeric and curcumin was, so she jumped on without any hesitation. So I didn't know who my first 3 people were going to be, but in my 30 days, I was able to achieve Rapid Pro. And so this is the secret to our whole business, is just duplicating this and sharing this offer to everyone. And if you don't happen to reach it in the 30 days, you're not missing out on all the bonuses. This is just one of many, but very, very achievable. So together, the 5, the 5, the 5, and the 5, that equals 2,000. And so that's group volume. And so when you do that in your first 30 days, it's not a calendar month, it's 30 days from the day you joined. And so you will be rewarded with $780. Now, it could be more than $780 because you get a startup bonus from the size of the kit that the new person is purchasing. Now, this is the exciting part because this doesn't happen very often. And often when products come to Australia for the first time, they may have been everywhere else. And Australia may be getting this product, whatever it might be, after it's been everywhere else. But in this case, we are still very young on a global scale. And so we are in pre-launch, which means we have our official launch for Australia in July. And so because of that, from the day we launch, 12 months, we have to have the opportunity to become a diamond level rank. And once you are a diamond level, if you achieve that in the first 12 months from the pre-launch date, you become a global founder, which gives you shares in the global sales. So there's regional founder positions and there's global founder positions. And that's what's special, again, because it's arrived on our shores this time last year. And we've still got a few months before July to get started and to share the business. So this is for everyone to participate in. Now, coming back to this slide, this is how we get to global founder. So this is the whole center of the path, the vision, the sharing, the income side of it. So by bringing people in and sharing these steps to success for Rapid Pro, this is going to kickstart and help you get to that global founder level. So you don't have to reinvent everything. We have got systems in place to follow and an amazing leadership team. So there's nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. We have an amazing product that works, plus the right time and business equals an incredible, and I like to say, lifestyle opportunity. Lifestyle is giving you back your health and giving you a financial lifestyle. I'll stop the share now. I'm going to stop the recording, and if you'd like